there lived a poor man named Pete. Pete was not a man of wealth, but he was a man of strength, sacrifice, and silent endurance. Every morning before the sun rose, he would wake up quietly so he would not disturb his wife and children. The air would still be cool, but he already knew that before noon, the harsh Nigerian sun would burn like fire on the earth. Pete did not have one job. He had many jobs, because one job was never enough to feed the many mouths waiting for him at home. Some days he was a carpenter, cutting wood and building doors and chairs. Other days he worked as a bricklayer, lifting heavy cement blocks under the scorching sun. Sometimes he was a gardener, clearing bushes and planting flowers in rich people's compounds. Under the blazing afternoon heat, sweat would soak his clothes until they looked like they had been dipped in water. When the rainy season came, things were no easier. Pete would still be outside, working while cold rain poured from dark skies, mud sticking to his legs, his hands shaking from exhaustion. But he kept working. Why? Because at home were his children, his wife's relatives, and even some of his own relatives who depended on him. School fees had to be paid. Food had to be bought. Clothes had to be worn. Every evening, after a long day of labor, he would return home tired, his body aching from head to toe. In his pocket would be the little money he managed to earn. But the moment he stepped into the house, his wife would stretch out her hand. Without argument, Pete would hand over everything.
Give me the money.
He kept nothing for himself. Instead of appreciation, his wife would complain.
Is this all you brought?
Sometimes the insults were not enough. In anger, she would beat him, shouting terrible words in front of the children. She would call him a failure, a poor excuse for a father, and a useless man. The children watched. Slowly, they began to believe the words. To them, their father became the man their mother described: weak, poor, and worthless. Years passed. Pete continued working in the sun and rain. His back slowly bent from years of lifting heavy loads. His hands became rough like tree bark. His health began to fail. But one thing gave him joy. His children finished school. One became a doctor, another became a businessman, another worked in a big company in the city. They became rich and successful. But success has a strange way of erasing memories. The children forgot the man who carried them on his shoulders through life. They bought a big house for the mother. They showered her with gifts and praise. They called her the hero of the family. But their father, Pete, now lay in a small room, coughing, weak, and sick from decades of hard labor. His body had paid the price for all those years under the unforgiving sun. The children rarely visited him. When they spoke about their childhood, they spoke about their mother's struggles. No one spoke about the man who worked in silence. One cold morning, Pete closed his tired eyes for the last time. The man who had carried the weight of an entire family on his back died quietly. At his funeral, people said he was a hard-working man, but the praise came too late. Moral lesson: a man must work hard for his family, but he must also remember to protect his future. Sacrifice is noble, but self-neglect is dangerous.